Hello, I'm Callie.
And I'm Kirk. This is our first edition of From the Middle for this year, and we are definitely back in the groove.
Today is October 1st, 2008. We hope you are all back in the school groove and ecstatic about starting a new school year at Webster City Middle School.
We hope you get involved in as many school activities as you can. It will make your school year even more fun.
Now to Mariah, Christopher, and Alex to see what fantastic first the 5th graders are experiencing, and it will blow your mind.
Do you remember your first day of middle school? I'm Mariah, and I'll tell you all about my first day of 5th grade. Let's start with one of the most confusing, frustrating, and irritating things for me, the lockers. First, you have to remember your combination and where your locker is. Next, the school is a lot bigger than my old school. I still don't know where some of the classrooms are. Lastly, lunch is definitely different. Not only do you have to remember a lunch number, but you can also choose who you sit by and choose what you want to eat. Now here's Christopher and Alex with more 5th grade news.
Hi, I'm Christopher.
And I'm Alex.
Recently, the 5th graders did an experiment using soda and Mentos to show chemical and physical changes.
The experiment looked like this. Notice how the carbon dioxide in the soda comes out.
We learned the reason for this is when the Mentos dissolve, bubbles are formed more easily, allowing this reaction.
Groovy. Now back to Callie and Kirk.
That was righteous. Sounds like the 5th graders are getting mellow with their new lockers and school routines.
Yeah, totally. Great job, 5th graders, on outstanding magazine sales. Many of you throughout the school are going to the limo lunch. Way to go, guys.
Now here's some radical 6th grade news.
Hi, this is Tanner, and as part of the study of Iowa history, the 6th graders went to Rockford. Even though the bus ride was very long, once we got there was plenty to do. First, we went straight to the Rockford Fossil and Prairie Center. There we learned a lot about the history of Iowa and the Rockford area. The history goes back to when Iowa was covered by a shallow sea. Then later the buffalo roamed the land, and there was a brick and tile company. Now it is a fossil pit. In the pit we dug for fossils on the cliffs and put them in our jugs or container. In all, we learned a lot about it, and we had a lot of fun. Now here's Maddie with some more 6th grade news.
I'm Maddie, and one of the prizes for the magazine sales were the Hummer Limo lunch ride. Students who sold 10 magazine subscriptions by the first turn-in day or 20 subscriptions by the end. The lunch ride was September 29th. The students got to ride around town in a Hummer Limo. Then they got to go eat lunch at McDonald's. What a groovy lunch.
Man, that was out of this world.
Dude, I can definitely dig that.
Yeah, I totally agree. It was groovy.
I remember going to Rockford. It was really interesting.
Yeah, I bet. Wish I could have been there.
Now to the 7th graders with some news that is out of sight.
Hello, I am John, and I think the middle school is really cool. I went to St. Thomas last year. When I came to the middle school at the beginning of my 7th grade year, I was wondering whether I would like all of the changes. The lockers that actually have a combination, lunch, a different schedule, 2 teachers for all of the main subjects instead of 1, and a lot more kids were some of the many changes. Everyone was very helpful in guiding me to the right classes, helping me figure out what to do for the next subject and what to do at lunch. I really liked the teachers too. I asked Dylan Rose, who went to the Stratford School last year, what he thought. And he said he really liked the teachers and the changes, and he said that everyone was very helpful. In conclusion, the transition to the middle school has been very good and smooth for a great education. This has been John reporting from the middle. Now off to Madison.
Hey WCMS, this is Madison, and it's good to be back in the groove. Well, in 7th grade art, we have been very busy. We've started the year with a shading process. Mrs. Mingemar led us through drawing the pictures, shading them, and really studying the pictures to find the real shapes. We are now finishing up our animal drawings, and most of us are done. I have to say, it's hard to believe the drawing skill we have. The animal drawings will be hung up in the comments for you to comment or possibly criticize. We are now starting a new project, linoleum block cutting. This probably will be a hard process for most of us, but a fun one. This has been a special report on 7th grade art. Now here's Callie and Kirk.
Wow, that was far out. Welcome all of the Stratford and St. Thomas kids. Have a great year.
You know, for long, you won't be known as Stratford or St. Thomas kids. You will be known as middle school kids.
Dude, check out my mood ring.
Dude, look at mine. It's flashy.
Psychedelic, man.
Now here's some groovy 8th grade news. Sock it to me, guys.
Hey WCMS, it's Caitlin here, reporting for the 8th grade for From the Middle. Are there any history bugs out there in the middle school? If so, you will be excited for when you get to the 8th grade and are in history class. The 8th graders' first unit this year for history class is the Revolutionary War. This was the war when the early colonists of the United States fought for our freedom from Great Britain. During this unit, the 8th graders learn about what exactly the Revolutionary War is, why it came about in history, what caused the war, and what was the end result. In this unit, you will read from your history books, do discussions in class, perform little skits, and watch many interesting video clips over this subject. Let me tell you, it's a lot of fun. The best part of learning about the Revolutionary War is that you get to learn about your country's history, what you came from, what was before you, and how we got here today. You'll love learning about how the United States of America became an independent, free country and how men fought for our rights here in the U.S. Before we go, here are 2 8th graders who wrote a poem about the Treaty of Paris, following the Revolutionary War.
In 1763, the war officially ended by signing a treaty that truly suspended.
It set new boundaries for the United States. People declared it was a truly debate.
The 2 sides signed the treaty in 1783, which forced the British to flee.
British soldiers weren't allowed on American soil, otherwise the U.S. government would boil.
Although the Americans agreed to pay back British for the losses, the Loyalists thought that they were the bosses.
The Loyalists thought that most states ignored the claims, and in the end, no one knew who to blame.
Thanks, girls. Now to Brenna for more 8th grade news.
Hi, I'm Brenna. 7th and 8th grade students had the chance to participate in school sports, including cross country, football, and volleyball. This Thursday, the 7th and 8th grade volleyball girls both have games. The 8th graders play in Hampton Dumont, and the 7th graders play here in Jeff Gym. Next Monday, October 6th, the volleyball players have games again. The 8th grade girls are going to be playing here in Jeff Gym, and the 7th graders are playing in Clarion. The cross country runners also have a meet on the 6th. Both boys and girls will be running at the Brewer Creek Trail here in Webster City beginning at 5. On Tuesday, October 7th at 4:30 p.m., the football players have games. 8th graders will be playing at home, and 7th graders are playing in Humboldt. The 7th grade volleyball girls also have a game next Tuesday here at Jeff Gym at 4 p.m. Come cheer on your friends at these fun events. Now back to Callie and Kirk.
This has been our first edition of From the Middle.
Sorry, dudes, but we got to split.
But you can catch From the Middle on Channel 18 on Wednesdays and Thursdays at 10 o'clock a.m., noon, 6 o'clock p.m., and 10 o'clock p.m.
Or online at multimedia.webster-city.k12.ia.us. Peace. From the middle.